And then they came off just a tough tournament playing Ben Davis, Alexandria, and Connorsville up in their tournament, playing some good basketball up there, but coming away with just one win. And then again, they had some postponements. So I'm sure, again, as I said before, they're going to be ready to go. And as is Eastern. Last week played Corden, and then saw a couple good things, but just Corden just too much to handle for the Lady Musketeers. Just that team is, maybe the best team in our conference. They do have the best record in our conference. Again, just a really strong team. We weren't able to kind of match up against their experience. Both teams not bringing in a whole lot of seniors. Charlestown doesn't have a single senior on the roster, so really just mostly sophomores and juniors. And again, kind of the same thing with Eastern, mostly sophomores and juniors outside of Gracie Jackson. So both teams have a little bit of experience, but really not a whole lot of senior leadership going into tonight. So we'll kind of see if that comes into play. I know Charlestown's not super deep. They're going to play 5 or 6 girls most of their minutes. They're going to play most of the time. And again, very, very guard heavy lineup. Not a ton of size. They've got the one girl, Eckholtz, is at 5'9", and Rankins at 5'8". And outside of that, a whole lot of 5'1", 5'2", 5'3". Maybe one of the places where Eastern probably has a little bit of an advantage in this ball game, where we can throw in Burton at 5'10" and Honor at 5'10" and Bronner at 6 foot. Definitely has an advantage on the inside. So I'm sure Charleston's going to want to try to get up and down and play at a tempo where those bigs aren't as big of a factor. So we'll see kind of how this plays out. Other games in the area, should be a great night of high school basketball. And if you're looking at Austin playing Henryville, Austin quietly they're 15-1, really ranked high in 2A, playing at Henryville. Clarksville playing at Christian Academy. Corden playing at Forest Park. Floyd playing at Jennings County in a big 4A matchup. Paoli playing at Prairie Central. Providence at Southwestern. Seymour traveling to Scottsburg tonight. Silver Creek playing Madison. Should be a great matchup there. Silver Creek is 12-2, Madison 11-2. Two very solid basketball teams. And then Trinity playing down there at Lanesville. So a lot of great basketball in the area. We're going to cut to a couple commercials while they're doing the national anthem. We'll be back with the beginning of this game.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
If you're looking for a church in the area, try Turning Point Church at 899 West McLean Avenue in Scottsburg. Come see Pastor John Jackson and the congregation at Turning Point, a place of second chances and new beginnings. Regular services are on Sundays at 10 a.m., Tuesday prayer time at 7 p.m., and Wednesdays at 6:30 p.m. Check them out on Facebook, YouTube, or online at turningpointchurchscottsburg.com for upcoming events, class times, and more. You can also catch Pastor John on WSLM 97.9 FM and WSLM 1220 AM each Sunday morning at 8:15 a.m. Also, Turning Point will be having a food giveaway for the community on January 6th and 20th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. or until the food runs out.
We're here at McDonald's Gymnasium for tonight's game. It's time to introduce the starting lineup, and the crowd is on their feet and they're going wild. And here comes the new players. We've got the premium quarter pounders coming in tonight, alongside the chicken classic sandwiches. Playing forward tonight, we have got one-of-a-kind Big Wrap. Starting in hunger, it looks like we've got McDouble and McChicken coming in. And starting in the center court tonight will be Big Mac. Look on the sideline, folks. We have Chicken McNuggets sharing tonight alongside those golden delicious fries. Hot and always ready. You score points every time you bring the family into Salem McDonald's right here on Main Street before or after the game. Don't forget to top off your favorite meal with a cold soft drink, that famous Mickey D's sweet tea, or something from their full line of smoothies and McCafe coffee drinks. Order inside from 4 a.m. to 11, or get that one-of-a-kind taste 24 hours at the drive-thru. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
And welcome back to Charlestown High School. This is Jake Duhaney with Lady Musketeer basketball. They just got all the starting lineups. It looks like Eastern's going to go with a little bit more guards. It's going to be Addie and Avery Smith, with Katie Hunter, and then Bailey Robbins and Bailey Trainer. So going with a little bit of more guard play, no doubt to counteract the guard play from Charlestown. Charlestown going through their lineups right now. Again, I think that's going to be the biggest key tonight. Is kind of whose guards can have their way, who can put the most pressure. I think Eastern definitely in their 1-2-2 love to get deflections, to get traps, and that kind of stuff. So are they going to be able to do that without fouling, without giving up wide open threes? Charleston's going to do the same thing. They're going to try to get out, get tips on everything, knowing that a game inside is not going to bode well for them. Just because they just don't have the size to be able to match up as easily. That's going to be number 11, Alexis Fincham, again one of their stronger guards. Number 1, Madeline Warnock, also guard. Both of those just sophomores. And then number 3, that's going to be Gagnon. Again, junior, another guard. Their first post, 42, Chesney Jackson. And then their other post, I think that's number 20, if I'm not mistaken. Not a ton of size. The guards you're looking at 5'3", 5'1", 5'3", 5'1", post player 5'9". I guess I do see Higdon there at 5'10". I must have missed that earlier. But we'll kind of see how this plays out at tonight's contest. Avery Smith there to jump. She's going to go up against, that's 42, Chesney Jackson. I must have missed that one. And then 35, that's Kendra Higdon. So the ball is going to be up. We're ready for some high school basketball. Tip is controlled there by Charlestown. That's going to be ball deflected there. It's going to be Fincham. She's going to get it out to Gagnon. Gagnon's going to make it a pass to Higdon. It's going to be Jackson with the offensive rebound. She's going to get that one back in. Good battle there on the boards by Jackson. She's able to get back. Charlestown takes a 2-0 lead. Eastern gets the ball into Avery Smith. Avery squares up. Then Lycan gets it back to Addie Smith. Addie to Bailey Robbins. Robbins going to drive right. Gets it to Trainer. Nowhere to go. She's going to get it back to Robbins. Robbins going to drive. She's going to get into the lane. A lot of contact. No call. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Eastern basketball. I think Robbins wanted a foul there, but Charlestown just kind of walled up there. Ball into Robbins. Robbins out to Hunter. Hunter's going to drive right. She's going to get the rim. Looks like Avery Smith on an offensive rebound. She's going to put it back. No good. Hunter on an offensive rebound. She's going to put it back. No good. And Charlestown's looking to run the other way. They get the ball up to Warnock. Warnock dribbled into nothing. She's going to get it to Jackson. They're going to get Jackson for a travel there in the middle of the court. Eastern having 3 chances right there. Nice attacking the offensive glass right there, but we've got to be able to put those in. And every one of those counts, it seems like they count triple this early in the game. And those easy buckets, they're hard to come by. We've got to be able to put those in. Addie Smith bring the ball up. Being guarded by Gagnon. Gets to Bailey Robbins. Robbins out to Hunter. Hunter over to Avery Smith. Avery's going to take it to the rim. He's going to put it up. No good. Rebounded there by Fincham. She's going to go run the other way. She's looking to run. Gets it to Gagnon. Gagnon being trapped out top. Gets the ball in the middle. Eastern kind of in their 1-2 zone. Good ball movement there. Gets it over to Fincham. Gets it back. It's going to be out to back to Fincham, back to Jackson. Jackson's going to drive in, kind of throws one up. That's going to be an offensive rebound there by Higdon, and she's going to put it back in. Just too easy right there. Eastern looks to push, gets it up to Honor. Honor's going to fire for three. He's going to knock it down. 4-3 in favor of Charlestown. Eastern in that diamond press, tries to throw the ball over the top. Looks like almost stolen by Eastern. Looks like we got away with the travel. Ball got there in the middle of the court. She was trying to make a little bounce pass there to Higdon on the block and threw it between Avery Smith's legs. Eastern's going to get Sydney Burton into the game. Both those post players for Charlestown are just maybe more of a load than I thought they were going to be. So I'll apologize for that to the listeners. Charlestown gets it in into Fincham. Fincham in the corner. Drives baseline, nowhere to go. Gets it out to Jackson. Jackson's going to drive, nowhere to go. She's going to get it to Gagnon. Fincham thought about a three, no good. Over to Warnock. Warnock drives. There to Jackson. Jackson out to nice drive there by Gagnon. She's going to put it up, no good. Good block out there by Sydney Burton. Eastern looking to push the other way. Gets the ball up to Trainer in the corner. Out to Avery Smith. Avery gets the ball to Honor. Honor drives right, gets to the rim. Again, a lot of contact, no call there. Charleston looking to run the other way. Out to Gagnon. Gagnon gets to Fincham on the baseline. Fincham gets it out to Warnock. Warnock for three, no good. Rebound, Avery Smith. Good block out there by Avery. Eastern pushes up to Katie Honor. Honor's going to fire for three. No good. Offensive rebound there by Bailey Trainer. Trainer's going to put it back up, and she's going to put it in. Eastern takes their first lead of the ballgame. Eastern trying to put some toe pressure up there. Warnock's going to drive. Kind of a pinball down there. It ended up all three different people. Bencham's going to drive. A lot of contact down there. Bencham tried to put it up, and that's Gagnon. I think Burton got a piece of it. They're going to get the ball down to Addie Smith for three. Addie, no good. Warnock looking to push. Gets it up. Gets it out to Gagnon. Down in the corner. Eastern in there, 1-2-2 trap. Jackson there in the middle. She's going to pull up from the free throw line. No good. Gets her own rebound. We've got to do a better job on the glass. Jackson's going to put it in. He shoots one from the free throw line. Ball comes off the right side. She just goes and beats her man to it. Got to do a better job blocking out right there. Addie Smith's going to drive all the way. She's going to get all the way to the rim. She's going to make a tough shot. She's going to put it in. 7-6. Eastern. Fincham gets the ball in the middle to Jackson. Deflected there by Avery Smith. Ends up with Addie Smith on the floor. I think that's her and Jackson. It's going to be a jump ball. It's going to be Eastern basketball. Good hustle there by Avery Smith to get a piece of that. And again, just Addie in the right place at the right time. Addie's going to get it inbound to Avery. Back to Addie out top. Charlestown in a man-to-man, but kind of a sagging man, so almost looks like a zone. Just kind of playing off everybody. Trainer out top. Trying to look inside, get the ball to Burton. Burton's going up against Higdon. Burton spins, gets it back out to Honor. Honor's going to drive, gets to the middle, gets to the rim. This time she's going to get fouled. That's going to be the first foul there on Jackson. Could be a big thing. Again, I said Charlestown's not super deep. So outside of about 6 players, they don't play a whole lot beyond that, maybe 7. So foul trouble could be a big thing for this Charlestown Pirate team. Honor's going to go to the line to shoot 2. First one is no good. And Bracy Jackson's going to check in. So she's going to come in for the shooter. I guess not. Honor's going to be shooting her second free throw. This is one area where if you're the Musketeers, we just got to be able to cash in, And said in a couple of broadcasts over the last few weeks that leaving 8-10 points at the line, that's a big difference. And as we, Honor second free throw no good. As we move toward the tournament, we just got a couple of weeks of basketball left. Charleston looked to push. They're going to get Bracy Jackson there for a foul, just kind of reaching in. Instead of sliding her feet. But again, we've got to be able to put those free throws in just to get those easy points. Bencham, the inbound for the Pirates, so a 1-4 low set. They get it right into Jackson. No good. They're right in front of the rim. No good. Rebound, Katie Hunter. Hunter gets it up to Addie Smith. Addie gets it to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive. Gets it to Burton there for a 10-footer. Burton's going to knock it down. Eastern looking to press here. Charleston trying to be patient. Throws the ball up over the top. Gets it up the sideline to Warnock. Almost throws the ball out of bounds. Warnock gets to the rim. No good. Rebound, Avery Smith. Eastern looking to push. Addie Smith up on the sideline. She kicks it to Bracy Jackson. Jackson gets it over to Hunter. Hunter back around to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive. She's going to drive down the left side. And it looks like she tripped and then she tried to spin back. I lost her footing. They're going to get Avery there for travel. Eastern in their 1-2-1-1 press. Charlestown with 3 guards up, kind of split. Warnock trying to dribble around. There to Gagnon. Gets the ball up. Gagnon's going to attack the basket. Tries to make a bounce pass to Higdon, and Addie Smith's going to come away with the steal. She read that just perfectly. Going the other way. That ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. Jackson trying to pass it there on the wing to Hunter, and Charlestown able to knock it out of bounds. 2:12 to play. Eastern up on top, 9-6 over the Pirates here from Charlestown High School. Eastern gets the ball into Avery Smith, back to Addie. Addie tries to get the ball into Burton. Burton's going to make a move against the Higdon, and she's going to put that one in. I think that's going to be a big matchup for us. I don't know that the Higdon can guard her consistently. Charlestown able to break the press, scramble just a little bit. Good hustle there by the Musketeers. Jackson got a piece of the ball, and then they're going to get the ball into Jackson for Charlestown. Makes a tough shot. I think she wanted the call, didn't get it. Rebound, Bracy Jackson. Charlestown playing man. Addie's going to try to drive. Out to Burton. Burton's going to drive. Spins back to the right. She's going to go up. Tough shot. Not the best look right there. The Higdon girl defended it well, and Burton just got to be careful there. Warnock drives on the other end, gets the ball in the middle, tries to dump it off to Higdon. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds. That could be Abby Rutherford checking in for the Pirates, giving Jackson a little break. And as I said, this is really about their 6th man. So trading out a post player in Jackson in for another guard in Rutherford. Warnock makes a nice drive, no good at the rim. Eastern looking to push. Hunter's going to go all the way to the rim. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. They're going to say that's off of Katie Hunter. It's going to be Eastern or Charlestown basketball. I like the aggressiveness there. They had the number. They had the numbers, and Hunter tried to push. Addie got her up on the sideline. I think Katie just got to be strong with that. 11-6 in favor of the Musketeers. Charlestown passes over top of the press, gets the ball into Higdon in the middle. Nice deflection there by Addie Smith, and Higdon just kind of out of frustration tries to get that ball back and puts her up on the ground. They're going to get Higdon for her first foul. They're going to get Jackson right back into the game for Charlestown. Addie Smith is to bring the ball up. Again, against this man. Both their post players almost playing with a foot in the lane, so just kind of really sagging off. Ball to Hunter on the wing, just inside of a minute in this first quarter. Jackson's going to make a drive. Nice look. The other Jackson, Jesse Jackson for Charlestown, is going to get a steal. She's going to go the other way. She's going to lay it in at the other end. Addie Smith made a nice back cut. I think Bracy was trying to catch her on that back cut. I think she makes the right pass. She gets it there. Meanwhile, Robinson's going to she's going to drive the other end, spins back. Nothing, gets it into Avery Smith. Avery's going to spin back. Nice move there by Avery. Avery Smith's going to lay it in for 2. And there's the matchup. If any of those guards are guarding Avery, I just don't think that they can stop her inside. I think that's where we have a huge advantage. Meanwhile, Warnock gets the ball into Jackson on the inside. They're going to get a foul on the floor. They're going to say that she was on the floor, wasn't shooting. 14 seconds to play. Eastern up 13-8. Trainer's going to get in to get Addie Smith a little break before the end of the quarter. Eastern playing a man-to-man here out of bounds. Gets the ball into Gagnon. Gagnon gets it back out to Fincham. Inside of 10 seconds, over to Warnock. Warnock gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford gets it into Jackson. Jackson spins and just kind of throws it. 3 seconds left. You got a desperation heave on Honor. No good. And she runs over Alexis Fincham just in the end of that play. Eastern's going to take the lead 13-8 into the first quarter. We're going to cut the commercial. We'll be right back. This is Lady Musketeer Basketball, WSLM.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we're back here at Charlestown High School. Lady Musketeer basketball. Mid-Southern Conference opponent in the Pirates. Not exactly what I was thinking this was going to happen. Really, I wasn't expecting this to be a post game. I really kind of thought this was going to be a guard-driven game. But Charlestown definitely looking to get the ball inside the Jackson most every play. And so that's really wasn't exactly what I was expecting. I was expecting these guards to fire a lot of threes, and I think they only shot one that first quarter. I'm imagining Coach Matthews is going to say, "Hey, let's get the ball inside, but hey, get guards look for those three opportunities." And I think Coach Drury is telling Eastern, "Hey, just keep playing with tempo, keep playing, keep putting that ball up there, keep attacking the rim." And I think we have a pretty big advantage inside. Eastern going back with Honor, Robbins, Burton, Trainer, and Avery Smith in that 1-2-2. Charlestown looks like the same lineup they started with. Up for number 10. They do have Rutherford in. Bailey Trainer's going to come away with a steal right there. Nice pass there to Bailey Robbins. Trainer just played that one just perfectly. Drew her man just long enough to get a bounce pass there to Robbins. Robbins going to lay it in for 2. Ball Gagnon's driving the left side. She's going to get the ball into Higdon. Higdon gets it out to Fincham. Fincham's going to drive in there. She's going to throw it up with the left. Don't think she had much of a chance on that one. Again, Fincham, I just listed a 5-1, really going into the trees and kind of goes up left-handed, no good. Ball out of bounds, going to be Eastern basketball. Avery Smith's going to check in for Katie Honor. 15-8, Eastern on top of the Pirates right now. Charlestown staying in that man-to-man. Again, it's kind of a sagging man. Addie Smith gets the ball down in the corner to Trainer. Back out to Avery Smith. Robbins comes, she's going to drive. Gets the ball to Trainer. Trainer to Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to get to the rim. She does get all the way to the rim, but she's going to lay it in. Again, against just a much smaller Fincham. Again, I don't know that Fincham can guard any of our guards one-on-one. I kind of expect the Charlestown to play a little bit more zone just due to their size, their lack of size. But playing man-to-man. Nice steal there. Trying to get the ball into Jackson. Avery Smith comes away, ends up tipping it right into the hands of Sydney Burton. Burton's going to take it the length of the court, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds by Charlestown. Eastern up 17-8, 6:33 to play in this first half. Smith gets it into Avery Smith. Avery's going to make a move, gets it to Burton. Burton spins back, being guarded by Higdon. Avery gets it into Robbins. Robbins into Avery Smith. Avery out to Trainer. Trainer back door there to Addie Smith. Addie back out the Trainer to Robbins. Robbins thought about a three. She's going to drive, try to get all the way to the rim. Tough shot there, but Robbins able to make it. She just attacked right at her and kind of had her back on the heels. Fincham bringing it up for Charlestown. Gets it up to Warnock. Warnock back out to Fincham. That's going to be a kick ball there by Robbins. There's not too many teams that Eastern has just this huge size advantage, but Charlestown definitely one of them. Just kind of size pretty much everywhere outside of the Jackson girl. Really, just Eastern's outsizing just longer than they are. Charlestown gets the ball to Jackson in the middle. Jackson's going to make a move. She's going to try to put it up. Makes a tough shot. She's going to put it in over top of Avery Smith. Addie bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Avery. Hands off there to Trainer. Avery Smith gets it to Robbins. Robbins is going to fire for three. No good. Not a great shot. Not one that we can get that shot anytime. Probably Bencham's going to fire for a long. Rebound Sydney Burton. Burton looking to push. Gets it up to Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to get to the rim against Benchamp. Makes a tough shot. That is good. Addie Smith I think when she sees that matchup with Fincham, with a much smaller Fincham, her job is just she's going to attack her and does a nice job there getting Fincham back, and Fincham's going to pick up another foul there. And Charlestown has seen enough. They're going to have to go to a timeout. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. 4:46 here on Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLN.
Congress is poised to pass a bill to keep AM radio in cars, but time is running out. 82 million Americans risk losing the news, sports, talk, traffic, and vital emergency information they rely on. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress to pass this bill now.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
And we're back here at WSLM. Lady Musketeer basketball coming to you from Charlestown High School. Lady Musketeers up 21-10 over the Pirates. It's really just been all Musketeers. Charlestown trying to get the ball into their big girl and really just not able to get anything going against the pressure of the Musketeers. Eastern just being able to get a lot of hands-on stuff, getting able to get deflections, get a piece of everything, and really making every shot that Charlestown shoots a tough one. And so, I think great job there by the Musketeers, just trying to make every shot difficult. So Charlestown's not getting too many easy baskets. They've had a couple breakdowns where Charlestown's got a layup or two. With the big difference in this game right now, and Eastern taking full advantage. On the other end, Eastern really being able to take advantage of their size, just getting their in. Both Warnock and Fincham just not very big. And Addie Avery Smith on just able to take them to the rim. Addie Smith there to complete her 3-point play, puts that one in. Checking in for Charlestown, Rutherford. So Fincham's going to take a seat. I think it was just her first foul, but last couple of plays, they've been able to take advantage. Eastern in there 1-2-2, not extending quite as far, so packing in a little bit. Charlestown over to there to Gagnon, gets the ball into Jackson. Gets the ball into Higdon, and they're going to get I don't know if that's Burton or if that's going to be. So they're going to get Sydney Burton there for a foul, just a post up. Kind of looked like Charlestown or the Higdon lost her step, but they're going to get Burton for a foul there. Charlestown gets it in for Warnock. Warnock over to Gagnon. Gagnon gets the ball into Higdon. Tough shot, no good. Rebound Honor. Honor's going to look to push. Gets it up to Addie Smith. Addie's going to get it to Robbins. Robbins going to fire. No good. Charlestown rebounds the ball. That's Gagnon out top. Gagnon gets the ball to Rutherford. Rutherford's going to fire for three. He's going to knock it down. I think that's just their second attempt from three in this game. It comes up and been quite a drought there for Charlestown in the last few minutes. Honor out top, gets it over to Trainer. Trainer out over to Robbins. Addie Smith coming out to reset. High ball screen there by Burton. Gets the ball into Burton. Burton, a little 10-footer, no good. Rebound Charlestown. Gagnon looking to push. Gets the ball over to Warnock. Warnock fires for three. No good. Rutherford's right there. Rutherford tries to dump it off to Higdon. Higdon goes up, and she's going to get fouled. I think they're going to get Horner there on that foul. Higdon's going to shoot two. Rutherford I think we had a block out on almost everybody, but didn't get Rutherford, and the ball ends up right in her hands. Higdon's first free throw is good. Avery Smith's going to check into the game for Bailey Robbins. 22-14, 3.5 minutes to play in this first half. Second free throw up is good. Higdon puts them both in. 7-point lead by the Musketeers. Addie Smith brings the ball up. High ball screen there by Burton. Avery Smith over to Honor. Honor looks to drive, nothing there. Burton thought about a three. Being guarded there by Higdon. Burton's going to try to get to the rim. She spins back. Tough shot there. No good. I think Higdon got a piece of it. Charlestown looking to push the other way. Warnock's driving. She's going to get it over to Rutherford in the corner. Rutherford for three. And that's going to be her second three. Again, this was kind of what I expected out of Charlestown, that drive and kick offense. Warnock able to get into the paint. That's the lead to four, sorry. Avery Smith looking to drive. Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive. Gets all the way to the rim. No good. Again, just kind of off balance. Cross-leg push the other way. They get the ball to Jackson on the inside. Gagnon out top. She gets it to Warnock on the other wing. Warnock over to Gagnon. Gagnon there, Rutherford. Rutherford gets the ball into Higdon. Higdon makes a nice post move. She's going to put it in. And all of a sudden, we've got a 5-0 run there by the Pirates. Coach Drury has seen enough. We're at a timeout, 22-20, Eastern on top of the Lady Pirates. We're going to cut commercial break. We'll be right back. Lady Musketeer basketball.
From 4 to 8 p.m., along with kids' activities. And during the holiday season, if your house is full and you're looking for somewhere to have a birthday party, McDonald's has your solution with a hosted party with food, drinks, and cake for one great price. Call for details and scheduling at 812-883-1976. And when you're hopping between events this season, be sure and grab a $5 meal featuring your choice of a McDouble, McChicken, or Spicy McChicken sandwich, small fries, 4-piece chicken McNuggets, and a small soft drink. At McDonald's, no matter what time of year, you'll be loving it.
And Jacob Hinsmeyer here with WSLM Lady Musketeer basketball. Charlestown on a little bit of a run here. You've had kind of 3 or 4 plays here in a row where Eastern's taken a really tough shot on one end and been unsuccessful. And then Charlestown's come down and been able to take an easy shot. And really probably 3 possessions in a row where Eastern's coming away with nothing and Charlestown gets the bucket. And all of a sudden now it's a 1-possession game. Eastern brings the ball down, gets the ball to Hunter. Hunter over to Trainer. Trainer over to Addie Smith. Gets the ball into Bronner, seeing her first minutes. Hunter for 3. No good. Avery Smith gets a piece of that rebound. Ends up going out of bounds. It's going to be Charlestown basketball. And same thing. It's just a tough shot there. Hunter trying to shoot over someone. Probably a little pump fake there. Charlestown gets it into Warnock. Warnock to Gagnon. Eastern in their 1-2-2 trap. Gets the ball in the middle to Jackson. A little deflection there by Avery Smith. Hunter out. Rutherford there in the corner. Gets it back out to Warnock. Warnock over to Gagnon. Gagnon gets it back to Rutherford in the corner. Trying to get the ball into Jackson in the middle, and Addie Smith's able to come away with the steal. Looking to push the other way. 1.5 minutes to play. Addie Smith's going to get all the way to the rim. A lot of contact, no call. Avery Smith on the putback. She's going to put it in. Addie Smith missed one, came off in front of the rim. Nobody blocked out Avery. She's able to put it in and extend this to 4. Charlestown going against the press. Nice deflection and steal there by Addie Smith. Jackson got frustrated there in the middle. Addie Smith just played that ball perfectly. Goes all the way to the other end, and that's going to be Jackson for her second. Jackson just absolutely made sure she was not going to get that shot off. A lot of contact there. Those are one of those ones as a defensive player, you want to make sure they don't get the shot off, but you also don't want to make sure nobody gets hurt. A lot of contact. Addie comes up, makes her first free throw. Eastern extends their lead to 5, 25-20. Addie Smith at the line. Second one is up and good. Charlestown again trying to get the in ball against his press. And that's going to be Addie Smith there with another steal. Gets the ball to Trainer for three. No good. Rebound Jackson. Gets the ball up to Warnock. Warnock gets a bounce pass on the other end there to Higdon. Higdon's going to go up. And I think they're going to get Bronner there for a foul. I'll give Charlestown one thing. It doesn't matter what the rebound is. They are going the other way as quickly as they can. Both Warnock and Gagnon really and Fincham. They're off to the races. And their post players there on the block just waiting to see what happens. Higdon, another free throw good. Now she's perfect from the line today. Shooting two, cut this to 4, just inside a minute, 51 seconds to play here in the first half of this game. Higdon's second free throw up, it is also good. Addie Smith going to bring it up. Charlestown in there, man-to-man, high ball screen there. Addie Smith's going to try to get to the rim. Gets the ball to Hunter. Hunter back to Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive. She's going up against Rutherford. Again, tell she's just a little bit quicker than Rutherford, and they're going to get Rutherford for a foul. Addie's been able to get by her, and Rutherford just hammers her again. So, been a big, so far, just a big first half for Addie Smith, just getting to the rim pretty much at will. A couple no calls, a couple tough ones, but then been able to get to the free throw line. Her first free throw is no good. That's one thing I know that she wants to work on is just being that she's going to handle the ball so much. She's going to be in these situations where she's going to get to the line, and her second one's good. Just in 30 seconds to play, Charlestown gets the ball in the middle to Jackson. Jackson, I thought she got away with the travel. Higdon with the offensive rebound, and Higdon's going to she's going to put that one back in. Higdon been really the spark of this whole second quarter. 15 seconds to play. I think Coach Drury saying just one shot. Eastern with a 3-point lead, 27-24. Inside of 10 seconds. Going to be a high ball screen there. Addie Smith's going to try to get to the rim and loses it. It's going to be Jackson gets the steal and then I think a fumble, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Lady Musketeers up on the Charlestown Bars, 27-24. We're going to cut to a couple commercials when we come back with a few stats from the first half.
At Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, we're good at insurance, but not just any insurance. We're good at...
No.
Did you forget the parking brake? Yes, you forgot the parking brake. Insurance. When the forecast calls for cheese balls, I tail insurance. Even shouldn't have parked under that tree. Insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Call your Washington County Farm Bureau agent, Jason Petmeyer, today at 812-620-8923.
After a joint surgery, injury, or illness, Meadowview and Salem Crossing are the best choices for helping you recover. Our Moving Forward Rehabilitation Program offers a full range of therapy. We're here to help you return home safely with the skills you need to live life on your own terms. Meadowview and Salem Crossing, two great options for your rehabilitation. To learn more, visit asccare.com or call 888-996-8272.
Mama Rosa's brings her famous pizza buffet to you on Fridays from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. for just $12.99. Choose from a wide variety of pizza, homemade soups, and a large salad bar with their favorite potato salad, slaw, and desserts. Then come back on Friday nights for the home-style buffet from 4:30 to 8 p.m. or 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sundays for $15. Children's buffet is only $7 each. It's where you'll find a variety of good home-cooked foods at Mama Rosa's.
And we're back. Lady Musketeer basketball on WSLM. Eastern with a 3-point lead. Really the tale of two very different quarters. First quarter, really Eastern really controlled the whole thing. The whole first quarter was really all them. Charleston got a couple of easy baskets, but really take control. And in the second quarter, Higdon is really just kind of taking over for Kendra Higdon. ends up with 10 points in that second quarter, able to get to the line 3 different times and really take care of business. At the half, you have Chesney Jackson with 8, Higdon with 10, and Rutherford with 6. So again, I was staying corrected. I was definitely wrong. I really thought that coming into the game that Warnock, Sanchez, Gagnon were going to be the focus of the offense. I knew Jackson could play a little bit, but I really thought that those girls getting the 3 off, and really those 3 held scoreless in this first half. It's really been all Jackson and Higdon inside. Rutherford comes in there off the bench and knocks down 2 threes. But there in that second quarter, with a little bit of spark, kind of end up with a little 6-0, 7-0 run for them. So not exactly the game I expected there for Eastern. Trainer had 2, Burton had 4, Addie Smith with 10, Honor with 3, Avery Smith with 4, and Bailey Robbins with 4. They kind of expected us, kind of the other side is how can we utilize our size to our advantage. And I still think that's going to be the key on the second half is how do they guard Avery and Sydney, and their posts are going to match up with our posts, but the next level guards, especially with Jackson or Higdon, either one of them are out, they're going to have a guard on a much bigger player. And I think that's going to be a big key for us. We saw a couple times Addie Smith able to take it right to Fincham, or Avery Smith able to take it right to Rutherford, and again just outmatched size wise. So we'll kind of see how that plays out in this second half. Playing with the pace probably about where maybe a little bit slower than 1 and 2. I know Eastern probably like to play in that upper 50s and 60s. We're sitting at 27. So just a little bit slower. Charlestown is kind of right on pace where they average 47. They're at 24. So right on pace with where they play. I know that they probably like to play a little bit quicker. It's a little deceptive because every time they get a rebound, they're off to the races. They're looking at the tempo. But just really in this game, is unable to convert on the other end. So far, this has been a great matchup between these 2 conference teams. I don't know what Charlestown's practice schedule has been like, but I know Eastern's has been kind of crazy. Had all that time off, and then the extra week of weather, and then we've had 2 hour delays all this week, and it just kind of throws a wrinkle in everything for the girls. They get out of the routine and get out of the norm. So it kind of how do you adjust? I think Eastern's on another 2 hour delay tomorrow. Just how do you kind of get back into the swing of normal school and practice and all that kind of stuff? So far Eastern able to take care of business. For the rest of the week, I've talked just a little bit. Eastern does have a makeup game, a Clarksville game that got postponed from a few weeks ago. That is going to be tomorrow night. Clarksville is coming to Eastern to play that game. We will broadcast that game here on WSLM. I think the boys are in action Friday night. That is going to be homecoming against North Harrison. So North Harrison Friday night, and then Saturday night they're going to be on the road at Pale. I think we're going to broadcast Friday night game. I don't know about Saturday at this moment. So I'm sure the boys are going to be hungry. They did have a game get canceled this past week or postponed. They're supposed to have Silver Creek this past weekend. That they are still, I think, working on a date for that to be rescheduled, and we'll let you know as soon as we know anything about that. So again, we're coming to you from Charlestown High School. Been a great first half of basketball. We're going to cut to a couple commercials, and then we'll be right back with the second half of this basketball game.
More than X's and O's, playing high school football has taught me respect for my coaches and teammates, our opponents, and the officials.
On the softball field, I learned how to be accountable for my actions and how they affect the rest of my team.
Every game reminds us that humility means winning with class and losing with grace. I'm Dante Pope from Maryville High School.
And I'm Ashton Elpers from North Posey High School. These are just some of the lessons we learned from high school sports that we'll carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Wins and losses, highs and lows, success and failure, they are all part of being a student athlete and a human being.
Learning how to handle these ups and downs on the field prepares us to handle them off the field, too.
I am IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig. Be a champion of high school sports and the lessons they teach by buying a ticket to your high school's athletic events. This is developing character. This is education-based athletics. This is your IHSAA.
Drew and Jonathan Scott here to tell you that American Family Insurance is committed to protecting your dream home so that your family has a place to share laughs, celebrations, and milestones, which is why their new homeowner discount rewards customers who have purchased a new home in the last 3 years with a discount on their homeowner's policy. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. Contact Rodney Bruff, agent at Rodney S. Bruff Agency Incorporated, 812-277-1400 today.
Discount and savings amounts and eligibility will vary. Some restrictions apply. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin. Products not available in every state.
And we're back here at Charlestown High School. Just a couple minutes to there in, halftime left. Again, just been a great Mid-Southern Conference game. This is one of those things where every game in our conference is going to be a tough one, and this is no different. I kind of thought we'd match up pretty well against Charlestown. I think Harold had Charlestown as a favorite by 13, 16 points or something like that. But you would have been able to tell. You know, our girls have matched it stride for stride, pretty much all the way down. Eastern coming into one of the toughest parts of their schedule, just playing Corden last week. Just a fantastic basketball team. Charlestown later next week, Lanesville, Scottsburg, Silver Creek, all coming up. We do have Clarksville tomorrow night, and then we finish the season there with Paoli. So it's crazy to think that we're coming down to the end of the season with just a few weeks left. Seems like just yesterday we just got started. Again, Eastern's got a tough road down the stretch, but I think this is where you kind of see what you're made of moving into the tournament, and where can you improve? What kind of fixes can you have? Can you begin to execute down the road? Can you play that team defense, that team offense, and begin to work those things out? Coach Sean and I have talked several times over the course. Can we execute from the line? Can we continually take great shots and not just take average shots? I feel like tonight, outside of a couple times in that second quarter, most of our shots we're taking good open looks, aggressive to the basket looks. Then it's a big difference when you're taking those kind of shots as opposed to every shot is a contested shot. Tough, you're just looking for a foul kind of shot. Those are tough to put in. And tonight, it's been kind of a different team so far, just making sure we're executing. So again, it's probably going to be a big key moving forward in this game. Just a little bit about Charlestown's schedule. They also have a tough schedule coming forward. They've got Brownstown in a couple days. They got New Albany next week. They're playing a couple 4A schools, Richmond and New Albany, playing Ballard over Kentucky. And they finished their season with Salem and Seymour. They've played quite the same amount of conference games as we have. They're sitting at 2 or 3 in the conference. Eastern is also 2 or 3 in the conference. But they still have to play Brownstown and Salem. We'll kind of see how that shakes out. In our conference right now, Corden is on top 6-0. Silver Creek 4-0. I think they play next week, so it could be a great matchup. Austin's 4-1, off to a 15-1 start this year, and in the top 5 there in 2A, I think, from what I saw. Again, just our whole conference is going to be loaded. I think all these teams are looking to see how much improvement they can make going in to the tournament. We're getting ready to kick off this third quarter. Charlestown's going to be going back with their starters. It looks like Gagnon, Warnock, Fincham, Jackson, and Higdon. Eastern going back with their same starters: Honor, Avery Smith, Addie Smith, Bailey Robinson, Sydney Burton. Charlestown's going to get a 3 over there by Warnock. And maybe her first 3 of the game. I think she shot 1. Maybe just her second 3, first make of the game. Charlestown in a man-to-man, gets the ball into Avery Smith, their high post. Avery's going to square up against a much smaller guard. She's going to drive, gets the ball out to Burton. Burton going up against Higdon. Burton spin back there in the middle. And they're going to give Burton for a travel. She didn't like that call. I don't know that I like that call. But they're going to say she drugged that left foot. Eastern kind of in that extended 1-2-2. Ball to Warnock. Warnock drives baseline. Tried to pass it to Higdon. I think it went off Addie Smith's foot. Charlestown, that's going to be Gagnon getting the ball into Jackson. Jackson's going to go to the line for 2. There was a little bit of a pinball action there. I think it ended up off Addie, but then it ended right up back in Gagnon's hand. He finds Jackson. Jackson's going to get fouled. Her first free throw is good. They're going to call that on Bailey Robbins, her first. And Charlestown's going to take their first lead of the game. Her second free throw is no good. Charlestown on top, 28-27. Gets the ball to Hunter out top the key. Hunter to Robbins. Robbins to Hunter on the wing. A lot of contact there on the wing with Jackson, but the ball deflected out of bounds. They're going to give the ball back to Eastern. I think it's one of those, if they don't give the ball back to Eastern, they got to call a foul. But it's kind of, not a huge play, but definitely the contact forced the ball out of bounds. Addie Smith's going to drive against Fincham. Burton's going to spin. She's going to put it up. No good, but they're going to get Higdon for a foul. Nobody really in foul trouble in that first half, but this could become a bigger issue. Again, Charlestown is just really playing 6 girls, but not super deep. So as Eastern continues to attack the basket, how is Charlestown going to defend that? Burton's first free throw up is good. Eastern ties the game 28-28. Second free throw up. It is no good. Rebound Charlestown. Bencham gets it up to Warnock. Warnock drives baseline. He's going to get it into Jackson. That's twice that she's made that play. Drives baseline, and we kind of lose sight of Jackson. She makes a little shuffle pass, and Jackson puts it in. Addie Smith going up against the smaller Bencham. She's going to go right at her. She's going to put it in for 2. I think Addie realizes that she can kind of have whatever she wants there. Warnock on the drive. Same pass there to Jackson. Jackson's going to get 2 again. Same play there by Warnock. Just drive baseline, and the help that comes leaves Jackson wide open. Addie Smith looking to drive against Fincham. It's to Hunter. Hunter's going to go up against Jackson. Jackson with a big block. Again, I would just definitely like to see Hunter be able to gather both feet, get a pump fake, get something, and then go into the defender as opposed to just trying to catch them off the move. And Jackson able to block that one out of bounds. Bailey Traynor going to check into the game. Addie gets the ball into Burton. Burton's going to drive left. No good. It looks like they're going to get Burton there for a foul. Burton kind of going after that loose ball there. Eastern going to extend their pressure. Charlestown with a 2-point lead here, 32-30. Eastern going to extend it to the full court. Ball into Warnock. Warnock able to split the trap. Ball deflected, gets in the hands of Fincham. Fincham gets it. That's going to be steal by Addie Smith. Addie's going to go the other way. He's going to try to go coast to coast, gets the ball to Hunter. Hunter against the smaller Fincham. She's going to go and score. Good ball movement there. Good recognition. Charlestown gets the ball to Gagnon. There's Jackson. Jackson's going to drive. There's Sydney Burton with good position. Jackson's going to run her over, and they're going to get an offensive foul there on Jackson. That's going to be her third, I think. That could be a big stat for them. Oh, I lied. That's going to be her second. My apologies. Didn't want to get my hopes up. I'm going to give credit there to Sydney Burton. Had good position there, and Jackson tries to run her over. They're going to get an offensive foul. Tied up 32-32. 5.5 minutes to play. Gets the ball into Burton. Burton from free throw line. She's going to go up against Higdon. She's going to make a nice move, put it in. You can tell that Higdon not wanting to foul. I kind of gave it to her a little bit. Warnock gets the ball to Jackson in the middle, gets it over to Gagnon. Or Fincham tries to lay it up, no good. Rebound there by Avery Smith. Oh, it's going to be out of bounds. Looks like it went off of Eastern. It's going to be Charlestown basketball under the basket. Again, a little back screen there. We're going to get Jackson open for a look inside. It's too easy there for Charlestown. That same screen, the screener play that you see lots of teams running, they just ran it perfectly. Avery Smith's going to drive, gets the ball to Hunter. Hunter out top to Bailey Traynor. Traynor back to Avery Smith. Smith's going to drive. It's going to be tipped away there by Jackson, and then tipped back away, but Avery Smith's going to get it back, and she's going to put in a little 15-footer. Eastern takes 2-point lead. Warnock up the sideline. A little chaotic right now with the pressure of both teams. That's going to be Gagnon trying to drive baseline and do that same thing that Warnock had done to make a little shuffle pass to the post player. And I think she stepped out of bounds or lost the ball. Either one. It'll be Eastern basketball. Jackson's going to come out. I think that's Rutherford coming into the game. Give Jackson a quick break. I think she was a little frustrated with that last play. Avery Smith bringing it in. Being guarded by Gagnon. There's to Robbins. Robbins back to Avery Smith. Trainer back out to Hunter. A lot of handoffs here by the Musketeers. I'd like to see some north-south instead of east-west. They're just kind of going handing off. Robbins is going to fire for three. No good. Again, a lot of just ball handoffs around the perimeter. Warnock on the sideline looking for that shuffle pass. And it's going to be kicked out of bounds there by Musketeers. Charlestown basketball underneath their basket. Warnock's made several nice drives, gets on the baseline, and she just kind of waits and sees who helps, and then get it to that post player that's left over. I think there was confusion. I think Bracy Jackson and Addie Smith going to come back into the game. Confusion of who's in. Same play. Eastern defends this one a little bit better. They get the ball into Warnock out top. Warnock gets it over to Fincham, being guarded there by Robbins. Gets it to Gagnon. Gagnon out to Warnock, kind of a little dribble drive here. Warnock to Fincham on the baseline. She's going to get it to Higdon. Back out to Warnock. Fincham's going to drive, gets it into Higdon. Ball stripped away by Avery Smith. She's going to come away with a steal. Bailey Robbins comes away with a steal, and she was trying to look up, Bailey Trainer she's trying to look up for Robbins. Robbins was wide open and ended up getting called for a double dribble. And I think one of the officials ran into Coach Drury. He's on top 36-34, 3:22 to play here in this third quarter. Ball into Fincham. Fincham over to Gagnon. Stolen there by Addie Smith. Addie's going to try to get all the way to the rim. Addie puts it up, and that's going to be good. I think she was looking to pass and realized, hey, I'm right here. Again, another steal there by Addie Smith. Gets it up to Bailey Robbins. Robbins out to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive. Gets it out to Addie Smith for three. No good. Rebound, Bracy Jackson hustling that rebound. Comes away Charlestown. Fincham looking to throw it up to Warnock. Warnock drives the baseline. Drives right down the middle. She's going to put a layup in. They cut this lead back to 2. Addie Smith being guarded there by Fincham. You can tell Addie Smith is looking for her opportunity to drive against a smaller defender. Bracy Jackson out top, back to Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive, put it on the floor. She's going to spin back. Goes up with the left, no good. They're going to get Fincham for another foul there. One of those things that's almost not fair. You can tell that Fincham is doing everything that she can to stay in front, and it does a pretty good job. Definitely got some quickness, but Addie's just a bigger, stronger player. Not a whole lot that they can do. Addie Smith's first free throw up is good. Sydney Burton going to check in for Avery Smith. And it looks like Rutherford back into the game, Jackson back into the game for Gagnon for the Pirates. She extends the 3-point lead. Second free throw up is good. Addie Smith able to put another one in. He's in a full court press. Ball gets into Warnock. Warnock to Fincham. Fincham back to Warnock. Again, a good hustle there by Bailey Robbins. Jackson, good pass there to Higdon. Higdon's going to lay it in for 2. Jackson, good little bounce pass there to her teammate. Guards are kind of creating all kinds of havoc out front. And once they got past that, it kind of ended up being a 2-on-1 of sorts. Robbins back out to Addie Smith, being guarded by Warnock. Gets the ball into Burton. Burton against Higdon. Burton kicks it out to Bracy Jackson. And they're going to get Burton for another travel. They doubled down on Burton, that they hadn't done very many times. They doubled down on her, and she tried to get it out to Jackson and got drug that foot. Ball into Fincham. Fincham dribbles up the sideline, throws it away. that trainer and Addie Smith there with a little bit of a trap, and not able to do anything with it. Hey, Sean, you can jump in anytime you want. John Smith's going to join us there for the rest of this quarter and this fourth quarter. Sean, it's been a tale of kind of two different teams. The first quarter was 100%. It was all Eastern. Eastern just kind of controlled the whole thing, kind of at will, outside of a couple just cheap baskets by Charlestown. That they would have been up by 10-12. Second quarter was exactly the opposite. The post players for Charlestown kind of just did whatever they wanted. I really thought this was going to be a guard game, and both Jackson and Higgins have been the biggest difference here in this game. We've had several guards been able to take advantage. The lazy pass there. Jackson's going to get a good steal. She's going to take it all the way. Coach, no good. Looks like there's going to be a jump ball.
That was. How you guys doing, folks? So just came back from my son's 8th grade game up in New Washington, so we stopped by here. And it looks like we're competing really well. That pass there, that kind of goes back to the last time I was here. We totally used our eyes to tell that defender that we were going to make that pass, and we got to get better at that. Everybody's reading our eyeballs really well, and we got to learn to.
Avery Smith gets it to Addie.
Use our eyes to tell lies.
Addie tries to get the ball to the rim, goes up over Warnock, no good.
She's got to get that on the square, and wasn't able to do that.
Move there by Jackson, no good. Defended well by Avery Smith. Rebound, they're going to get up to Robbins. Robbins going to go the whole court. He kind of throws it up. He's not trying to finish. I think he just kind of throws it up. Crosses going the other way to Jackson. Jackson misses the layup. It's going to be Charlestown basketball.
Well, both teams trying to get out and go off the missed shot and turnovers, but again, shooting a lot of off balance, kind of out of control shots. Both teams in those transition situations.
So in this game so far, it's really been our guards taking advantage of the smaller guards, both Fincham and Warnock being able to get to the rim. Addie Smith, Avery Smith, they've been able to take advantage of the smaller guards and really been a huge difference. So far, Charlestown trying to get probably just one shot, 30 seconds left to play. Eastern up by 2. Fincham out top.
Man, that's a long five.
That's a long second. Nobody had a count there. Higdon
and go high-low, it looks like.
Higdon trying to find somebody. Avery gets a handle on it. Could have been a jump ball. Back out to Fincham. Kind of nowhere to go. Over to Warnock. 10 seconds to play. Kind of scrambling right now there for Charlestown. They're going to get the ball to Jackson, top of the key, and she comes across.
The foul was called on us, but she left the ball through Gracie's face.
That's
NBA in college, that's a flagrant one, I think.
Yeah, she definitely had that high elbow.
And she took it right through her nose.
I don't know if it hit her or not, but they're going to call that hand check. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
That is.
Fincham to inbound, gets the ball to Higdon, back to Fincham. Fincham just throws it up. Going to be rebounded. Bailey Robbins. Easton's going to take a 2-point lead into the fourth quarter. We're going to cut the commercial break, and we will be right back. Fourth quarter. Fifth of the conference basketball here on WSLM.
5 times national champions. 22 conference championships. 3 on the way. Yes! 17 Big Ten Players of the Year. Throws up a shot. 7 basketball Hall of Famers. And countless memories on the court. Trace, what's it up? This is Indiana Hoosiers basketball.
And we're back here at Charlestown High School. Eastern Lady Musketeers holding on to a 2-point lead. I kind of was surprised, but Eastern actually lost that quarter. Charlestown up 14-13 on that particular quarter. It's really been all Jackson pretty much most of this game, really just kind of asserting herself inside. Again, as I've said a couple times, that's not exactly what I was expecting from this Charlestown team. I knew that she could play, but I really was expecting more of a guard-driven game. And really, it's been all Jackson, all Higdon, pretty much this whole game.
So Jackson's a nice player. She's about 5'10" and really skilled interior type player, and get better and better.
Now, both of them, to be fair, a lot of their buckets have been created by their guard penetration Warnock's had some nice passes. So they're kind of just getting that icing on the cake. I'll lay it in here. When you do the work, and I'll get the points.
That's funny that you said that, because that was something I was just talking with Carter about in the car. As a point guard, you want to look to be aggressive, and you may not always get the shot or be the one who scores, but by you being aggressive, you create for your teammates. And
there we go. Got a trap there on
Bencham and Warnock are both really quick. They're not really tall, but they can get in seams and draw defenders, and then they're pretty heavy players. They can find people and dump it off, and just by the aggression it just creates for your team.
Beecham just got a great trap there on Bencham, getting nowhere to go there. Come away with a 5-second count. Back Eastern ball, gets the ball into Avery Smith, being guarded there by Gagnon. Gracie Jackson for a little jumper, no good. Rebound Charlestown. Warnock looking to run. She's kind of running on her own. There's nobody running with her. She's pushing. Out to Bencham over to Gagnon. Gagnon back out to Bencham. Top of the key. Eastern in that 1-2-2. Gets the ball into Higdon. Looks like stripped away there by Horner.
I got to call a jump ball there.
That was something. Looks like the ball was trapped between Robin's legs.
Yeah.
That's going to be Eastern possession. Again, holding on to a 2-point lead. 7 minutes to play.
I want to compliment my good friend Chad Gilbert. I haven't been back here to Charlestown since last year, and he's got the gym looking immaculate in here. He's added a lot to it.
The floor looks great. Just the whole gym. They have just fantastic facilities here.
Yeah.
They're going to get Gracie Jackson there for a travel. I didn't see the travel. I didn't see it. I'm looking right at it. I'm right there. But
yeah,
that's about the 5th travel we've had. Post players driving in and dragging a foot.
Yeah, I think sometimes we're a little apprehensive to just, when you get to that volleyball line or inside of it, you got to be looking to score. That's the kill line. And
Warnock gets the ball in there to Higdon. And we double team Higdon and leave Jackson wide open. Jackson's going to be able to put that one in for a real easy 2. Tie ball game, 6:38 to play. Eastern out top to Robbins. Robbins over to Honor. Honor over to Avery Smith. Avery's going to drive against
the volleyball line there.
And no good.
Kind of went off balance. Again, we
Bencham looking to push all the way up to Warnock. Warnock's kind of a little floater, no good. Rebound Avery Smith. She's everywhere tonight. Avery looking to push. I think she's thought about getting up to Robbins. Probably a smart decision not to. Going up against Gagnon. Again, no good. Good hustle there by Sidney Burton on the offensive rebound.
It's short arming and got to get it up there stronger.
But both her and Addie both have kind of been able to take advantage of that matchup.
Good spinning kick there. Good attack.
Robbins
Robbins got to go under control.
Again, that underhand sweep, just not an effective shot. Carlson looking to push. Warnock with Jackson with an offensive rebound. Warnock tries a little reverse, no good. Jackson with the offensive rebound. He's going to get fouled.
Yeah, I really like. I'm a big fan. I know that at the higher levels, the Euro steps and the one hand scoop shots, and you got to do those when you're going against 6-footer or 7-footers and stuff. But I'm a big fan of just playing off 2 feet. I mean,
right.
if you go off 2 feet and you're able to make secondary moves and you're much more on balance, under control, and that's something that I've seen just here in this little brief period of time. We've taken a lot of off balance shots that we do all the work to get inside and get to the rim, and then we flip it up there instead of
But one thing for
gathering.
me is our momentum is going away from the basket as opposed to going to the basket. If you're going to the basket, they either got to get out of the way, they're going to foul you.
If you hop, stop, and gather,
Hunter's going to fire for 3, no good.
it's a good look for her, though.
Rebound there for Bencham. Bencham's going to look to put
And
they lost Jackson. Jackson's going to put it in. Nice job running the floor there by Jackson, and then we'll find it. They haven't had too many of those this game. But again, Eastern's got to be able to get back. Addie Smith trying to go up.
That's rough there.
Throws it up. A lot of contact, no call. And it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be Charlestown basketball.
Tough one.
5-0 play. Charlestown, a 3-point lead. Going up against
our pressure a little bit here.
Bencham able to break.
Yeah.
Gets it to Jackson.
She's hard to contain. She's
Warnock on the drive out to Bencham. Over to Gagnon. Gagnon
good ball
throws up a prayer.
Charlestown.
Gets it back out to Jackson. Warnock's going to have an open look. She's going to put one in. It's I think Eastern has seen enough. Charlestown 6-point lead, 46-40, 4:45 left to play. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back into this game.
What a weekend for Purdue basketball. They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles. They play right here all year long. You don't want to miss a single game of Boiler Bowl this season. What a weekend to be a Boilermaker. The Purdue Boilermakers play here.
Speaking of Purdue basketball, I got a chance to go up to see Purdue on Sunday play Nebraska, and I don't know. I'd seen them on TV a couple times, and those guys can play. They can play. They defend the ball screen as well as I've ever seen. Right, and I think it didn't help. They hit 19 threes in the game. So when you're hot, you play good defense.
I like what Matt Painter is doing. Like he's not really going to get the one and done or he's not doing the transfer portal a whole lot. I don't think. Like he recruits Indiana really hard and brings a lot of Indiana kids in there, and they'll redshirt them and they'll develop them, and they might stay 5 years, but they play for Purdue. They're not playing for the money or NIL. They're playing for Purdue.
I saw out of 18 guys on the roster, 12 of them from Indiana.
Yeah, I mean, you got. I think he's doing it, doing it the right way. I mean, in a new college basketball landscape, it's ran a lot of coaches off. A lot of really good coaches have gotten out of it because they're just like, this isn't what I signed up for per se.
Burton's going to fire a three-top key, no good. Bench him off the run.
Charlestown really pushing.
Up to Warnock. Warnock gets it to Jackson. Jackson on the wing to Gagnon.
Charlestown on an 8-0 run right here.
Yep.
And
gets the ball into Higdon on the baseline. Looks like they're going to get, I think it's Burton on a foul. Burton, that's going to be her third. The one thing that's been, they're going to get Jackson. They ran that same play, same backdoor play. They just scored on that just a minute ago. They're going to get the same play down there. I don't know if we didn't fight through or didn't switch, but then she's going to get a wide open layup. So it's 10-8, and going to get a chance for a 3-point play.
Didn't communicate somewhere in there. Starting to slip away, obviously. I kind of feel bad I came in here. I should have stayed.
You brought the bad luck.
I guess I did.
Jackson's free throw is good. It's going to extend this to 9. Again, I think if you're Eastern, you got to just keep attacking the rim. Look for the driving kick if you can, but just keep attacking the rim. That's where you had a lot of success.
Play under control. Try to maybe hop stop and shot fake and see if you can get, draw some contact, get a 3-point play.
Rachel Jackson on the drive gets it to Horner. Horner's going to make a drive. She's going to try to spin. I think one official called that a block, and then the upper official said he had some contact. So Horner's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
I think when they were driving, that time there, Katie made a secondary move and she played off 2 feet. Instead of kind of doing those off balance momentum going away from the basket, she hop stopped, she spun. And then she was able to, that secondary move sometimes is really hard to guard. They stop your first move or they wall up on it and you spin back or shot fake and step through, and then that's when you get the foul call.
Well, Hunter able to put both free throws in, cut this to 7. See if our defense can't get a stop here.
We need one like this stage really bad.
Gets the ball into Fincham. Fincham throws it up to Warnock.
Didn't make them call a timeout.
Charleston didn't like it. Probably had a 5 or a 6 count. Charleston's going to call a timeout. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll cut to commercial. We'll be right back.
Do you wonder what it would be like to live without hip or knee pain? Joint replacement at Schneck Orthopedics and Sports Medicine makes it easier than you think. Schneck is proud to be one of the first in the region to offer Mako robotic arm-assisted joint replacement surgery. This latest advancement transforms the way joint replacements are performed. Mako allows your surgeon to provide you with a personalized surgical experience based on your specific diagnosis and anatomy. This means less soft tissue damage and greater bone preservation, less blood loss, less pain, fewer days in the hospital, and faster recovery. taking a walk, riding a bike, and playing with your grandchildren. These are just a few of the simple joys in life. But for those with bone and joint pain, these simple joys are often too painful or unbearable to truly enjoy. With Mako robotic arm-assisted surgery at SNEC, you can get back to the activities you enjoy. Learn more at SNECorso.com.
And we're back here at Charlestown High School. Eastern Lake Musketeers down by 7 with the 3:41 to play. You're getting into that tricky time where you've got to play with urgency, but not in a hurry. You know,
Yeah.
and how do you explain that to kids? Hey, it's not time to build the clock, and we can't take 35, 45 seconds for a possession, but we still got to take great shots. You know, and so can we get 3 stops here? Can we get 3 stops in a row? And see, can we turn those into a couple buckets and all of a sudden cut this to 1 possession?
Yeah, and be aggressive to the rim, but like we talked about, under control, like Katie did there. She's able to draw the foul, and we score while the clock stops. Is always a good thing too.
Eastern switch to a 2-2-1 half court. And they're trying to get a trap up top. Gets the ball. Warnock on the wing, out to Fincham.
Charleston definitely doesn't look like they're looking to score.
Fincham to Gagnon. Yeah, I'm sure Coach
Let them get a layup.
like, just slow down, and we'll take all the time we want.
They look to me like they're only going to take a layup.
It looks like they're going to pass around the corner, or pass around the perimeter. That's Fincham.
They move
Eastern
the
looking
ball
to get a
good.
trap. Gets the ball to Gagnon. Gagnon baseline. Gets it back out to Fincham.
We may have to think about fouling, especially, well, we got a couple to give.
We got 1 more to give. Gets the ball to Jackson.
They're
Back out to Warnock. They're in an all-out stall.
Yeah, they're not going to turn it over, I don't think, and they're not going to take a bad shot. So, they call it?
Wow.
We didn't have the basketball.
Wow.
That
They just blew that one. Coach Drury wanted a timeout and yells timeout, and the official gives it to her in the middle of their possession, which you absolutely cannot do.
I think we have to go man here and try to. I mean, we're going to have to go and because they're just whipping it around here in the zone.
And you look, they just ran almost a full minute off the clock.
Yeah.
You know, I understand trying to get a trap, but they're just.
We came up with one there. We got to capitalize.
Robin said we get a steal. We need to go the other way.
We need a bucket. And we probably need it fairly fast.
And we need to move. It's 2.5 minutes to play. We're down 7. We got to make something happen. Honor looking to drive. Gets to Avery Smith. Avery looking to drive. Gets it to Addie Smith. Addie's going to drive against Warnock. She's going to put it up. No good.
She rushed it. Needed a hop stop and again make a second move.
It's off balance there. Warnock's going to fire for 3 on the other end. No good. Rebound's going to be Addie Smith. She's going to get fouled. Just Charlestown's second foul. That's going to be Higgins' third.
So Addison's shot there was like what you're talking about. It was in a hurry, and we kind of, again, got to slow down a little bit, take your hop stop, and they'll probably foul you.
Get off both feet and go to the rim. So that play, she's got her man beat, but then she's going to the side of the backboard. She's going to the edge of the lane. She's got to get those feet set and get to the rim. And Warnock's not going to stop her. 2 minutes to play. Addie Smith there. She's going to put that one in.
Backdoor play. I think, in this situation,
going to the rim.
Yes. In this situation, these situations that you kind of need to maybe look to run some sort of set or quick hit type action where we know what we're trying to get. And that was good.
Got the ball into Jackson. She looked like she pulled it out of bounds. It looked like Eastern hit it.
Kind of go offense, defense with Burton and Bracey here. It looks like.
Backdoor screen. It didn't work this time. It hurt us a minute. They got the ball. We got to get up. Minute 44 to play.
Thought we almost knocked that loose.
Charlestown just handed off Warnock there to Fincham. Fincham over to Gagnon.
Maybe look to go jump one of these little handoffs. Like right there would have been a time to maybe they're going to double.
They're going to get a foul there on Katie Honor. Again, just the time. These last 3 minutes, we just haven't been able to put it all together. That is 4 fouls. So the next one is going to go to the line for the Pirates. Really, you think Eastern's been in control of this game for 3 quarters, and really 3 quarters in a minute or two. Gagnon.
Tailgate. Maybe.
Gets it over to Warnock. Warnock gets a deflection there.
Oh,
that was a tough one. There was a good deflection there by Addie Smith. And I think Bracey Jackson just wasn't quite ready. She's too far in the lane to make that steal. That's the one who won. We're going to send Gagnon to the line for her first free throws of the game. That foul's on Addie Smith, just her first. Gagnon's first free throw up is good. I won't lie, I did not realize that she was a lefty.
yeah.
I don't think I've seen her shoot this game.
Yeah, she's a lefty. She the girls played a little AAU with her years ago. She's southpaw.
Her second free throw up. It is also good. They're able to extend back to a 7-point lead. Minute 16 to play. Eastern, Addie Smith bringing the ball up. Starting to run out of time. But gets it to Robbins. Got to start to make something happen. Gets it into Burton. Ball tipped out of bounds.
Bounce pass there.
And that's exactly what Burton just told her. Throw that bounce pass, and she's got a layup.
Yeah, fake it high, bounce it low, and yeah, we would have had a score there.
Eastern able to get the ball in the
Same thing Addie needed to bounce pass that ball right there.
And Jackson's going to come away with a steal there. Gets the ball to Warnock. Warnock to Higdon on the other end. No good. I don't exactly know why she's trying to score.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know why they didn't. I don't know if Coach really wanted her to try to score there, Coach Matthews. But
She's going to get a timeout.
Yeah, those passes in the paint area. I mean, 90% of the time, 99% of the time, probably need to be a bounce pass.
We're going to cut the quick commercial break. We'll be back with the end of this game. WSLM, Lady Musketeer basketball.
Planning to buy some land or build a new home or maybe put up a fence? Do you know your property lines? Are you in a floodplain? When it comes to surveying your property, call someone you can trust with years of experience. That's McAllister Land Consulting. Call 812-274-0860. Providing fast, friendly service at reasonable rates. McAllister Land Consulting can provide a wide range of services, including residential and commercial certified land surveys, flood elevation certificates, and land usage consulting. Get to know your property. Call McAllister Land Consulting for a free quote today at 812-274-0860.
And we're back here at Charlestown High School, Lady Musketeer basketball. Eastern down by 7, 44-51 against the Lady Pirates. Again, just kind of running out of options, but we got to get a quick steal. We got our ball. We got to get a quick bucket right here. We can't spend more than 10, 12 seconds. We got to get a bucket, and we're going for a steal with everything we've got, and then we'll look to the foul situation. But we got to know what this set's going to. Hopefully, she got something drawn up here. We're going to get a quick look. Addie Smith's going to get it back. High ball screen there by Honor.
I like it. A little bit Honor for our shooter.
Honor for 3, no good.
That was good.
And they're going to get a foul there.
I like the look, though. Katie shot it really well, and her feet are set. Like that little pitch back, kind of Christian Watford style, like IU did the Kentucky years ago. That was good. I'd like to see us run a little more stuff like that, just to see if we can get, like, right now it's obviously typical you're going to do that, but when this game was kind of getting away from us, sometimes when a game's getting away from you, having something where you know what you're going to get is never a bad thing. And
Fincham going to the line for her first point of the game. Actually, again, probably a little shock for me because this wasn't what I was expecting.
Oh man, that was a quick
on the free throw blockout. Quick jump ball is going to be in Charlestown's favor. I thought Avery had that one, and you give it a split second more, and Avery's got it.
He was in the process of ripping that out of there. That was quick, considering some of the other jump balls I've seen. Let him roll a little bit.
41 seconds to play. Ball out to Warnock. Warnock's trying to drive. Eastern trying to get a foul. They get a foul there on Gagnon. It's going to be Addie Smith with another foul. Just her second of the game. Charlestown, again, just everything going right for them in this last 4 minutes. They had a little 8-0 run, which I don't know that they had an 8-0 run the whole game, and then able to execute down the stretch. And this is where their guards take over. I told you in that first half and even through 3 quarters, it was all post play. But here down the stretch, the guards just kind of taking care of business, making their free throws and just making sure they're not turning the ball over. Jackson's been involved a little bit, but really just guards kind of taking over in this fourth quarter.
I see Joe Witten down there on the bench.
Yep.
Yeah. He was ref for us like last week.
Gagnon's second free throw is good. Sorry, that's
He's a dual guy.
Bailey Robbins
kind of pulling in there. Yeah.
They're going to get a foul there on Fincham. I think that's her third. 26 seconds to play. Charlestown has a 9-point lead.
Yeah, we have to get a three here.
Robbins,
they're guarding the three, and
Robbins trying to get it into Avery Smith, just goes it away, and Charlestown going the other way, down to Warnock, and down to 15 seconds, and it looks like they're going to just let it be.
And at this point, you're not going to foul.
You're not going to make a 9-point play here. Again, I think that's going to be it. And that is going to be the ball game. Eastern falls to the Lady Pirates 53-44. We're going to cut to a quick commercial break to talk a little bit of stats in conclusion of this game.
This is Becky White from WSLM, and I'm here at the beautiful John Jones showroom in Salem, Indiana, for the John Jones Auto Minute. Hello and welcome to John Jones Auto Group, where we're ringing in the new year. Here at John Jones Auto Group, we're ready to help you achieve your New Year's resolution. New year, new you, new car. Tired of the troubles your old ride was giving you last year? Well, that was in the past. Make it a point to upgrade your vehicle and ride into the new year with something safe and dependable. We have one of the largest inventories in southern Indiana and several locations for you to shop from. Or you can see all of our vehicles online at johnjonesautogroup.com. Or give us a call today at 877-473-5546. Stop by and see us today in Salem, Scottsburg, Greenville, or Corydon. And remember, you see so many because they paid so little.
And we're back again, 53-44, Charlestown Pirates taking the Mid-Southern Conference game against Lady Musketeers. A few stats for the game for Charlestown: Warnock with 8, all in the second half. Fincham with 1, Gagnon with 3. They're in that fourth quarter. Jackson with a game-high 23. Hickton with 12, and Rutherford with 6. Again, and maybe I was completely wrong. I really thought this was going to be a guard-driven game in Jackson, but really Jackson was everything for the Pirates tonight. Really, through 3 quarters, she was kind of everything for them. And even, I guess, in the fourth quarter, coming away with 23 points, and we just didn't have a good answer for her on the inside.
And Warnock hit a really big three in that fourth quarter. And then she and Gagnon and Fincham, they controlled the basketball they ran that fourth quarter off. We just chased them around there for several minutes, and they really are aware and move the basketball really well. So they didn't score a lot, but they certainly did their job.
There in the fourth quarter, Eastern just able to put 4 points on the board in that fourth quarter, and it's really the difference of the game. Every quarter, either Eastern's ahead or it's tight the whole time. I kind of said I thought that both teams wanted to play kind of in that upper 50s, 60s range. And it was a little bit slower than that. Definitely not indicative of the pace of this game, 53-44 score. But again, Charlestown able to just go on that late run, and really that's the difference of the whole game, is that little 8-0 run there to finish. For the Musketeers, Bailey Traynor with 2, Sydney Burton with 4, with 7. Addie Smith with 18, Hunter with 6, Avery Smith with 6, and then Bailey Robbins with 4. One stat that I would point out: only 2 missed free throws by the Musketeers tonight.
That's a positive.
So that's a struggle.
It's been a struggle lately.
Maybe 3. I'm sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I've got 10 of 13 from the line, where we've been consistent shooting about 50%. So that's a positive. Again, you want to win these games down the stretch, and you got to get it done from the free throw line.
That's a step in the right direction. It's something that hopefully we can build on, and we need to be working on every day, because we've left a lot of points on the board, and there's games where that could make a difference.
One big thing I think, especially in the first half, our guards able to recognize when we had an advantage against whether Warnock or Fincham, and really lots of our points are coming from that mismatch, and our guards able to take it. In that second half, it looked like they were helping a little bit more. So there's where our guards kind of got to make an adjustment. If they're going to help on that drive, our post players got to get in a position to make that easy bucket. And we just weren't able to find them, or we're just kind of going up there, like loosey-goosey is what I call it, and not going strong to the basket. The thing is, we're there. We're right there on the precipice of really playing some really great basketball. Really, that first quarter was as good as we've played in a month, in my mind. Against a really good basketball team. And so just a lot of positives tonight. It's just that one run there with about 3 minutes left in the game, or about 4 minutes left in the game, and we're able to let it slip away. And that's, all right, my coach always said in high school, you got to play 32 minutes. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
You can't play 25 minutes. You can't play 28 minutes. You got to play all 32. And if you don't, this is exactly what happened. So 3 quarters of pretty good basketball by Lady Musketeers.
That's good,
and not be able to finish down the stretch.
Yeah, that I think definitely. They got out and got us in some transition buckets during that little run they made, and then when we tried to answer, you called it loosey goosey. I just being off balance. Again, when you draw that defender, you got to be able to either find the open person and make a kick out or dump off shot, or be able to make a second or third move. And the only time we did that, Katie did a spin and she got fouled. And I think if we would have made a second effort on 2 or 3 of those other drives where we got in there, we probably would have gotten fouled, or we would have maybe been able to score. And it's just footwork. That's all it is.
Right.
Hop, stop, step through, hop, stop, spin, shot fake, step through, stuff, just little footwork.
Right.
Larry Bird, Kobe Bryant stuff,
Well, looking to the week ahead, we got a quick turnaround. Again, makeup game we got Clarksville tomorrow night at home, and then Saturday against Lanesville, who's really just playing some really great basketball right now. I think we got to, as much as we got to learn from tonight, we got to be ready to go tomorrow. Clarksville coming in 5-8, having a decent year so far. They're probably thinking they got a shot. They come in and take one at our place. We're going to have to come take care of it.
I think they play Christian Academy tonight. At this stage, trying to get games in. We're still looking for another game that we lost because Shaw. We're just not able to find a date that works. You're going to do a lot of playing, so
right.
You got to be able to make adjustments on the fly. It's almost more like a NBA or AAU type schedule, and you just got to be able to make adjustments and take care of yourselves too. Like, on the off days, may not be able to do as intense of stuff, but get a lot of shots up and do a lot of stretching and things like that, because it's coming, the tournament draw, I think, is, if it's not this next Sunday, it's next Sunday, and next thing you know,
crazy thing, we're here. We got just a couple weeks left,
yeah,
and the girls' season is going to be moving into the sectional.
Flying by.
So again, we got a tough part of the schedule coming up. I think the boys this weekend, they've got Friday night to play North Harrison. That's our homecoming night. It's been great for everybody to come out and support our boys there. And then we got Paoli on Saturday at Paoli. And again, I've had a chance to officiate Paoli. That's just a solid team.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen North Harrison much. North Harrison coming in with a tough record, 1-8. So I'm sure our boys are going to be ready to come out and be hungry. Hopefully that's going to be the case.
Our boys have been right there in several games. It's just they've had some injuries and just kind of run out of gas down the stretch at times, but they've been right there. They've been competing hard. Tomorrow with our game with Clarksville, we also have in the Ox Gym, we have our wrestlers in there with New Albany. So. I think our wrestlers have been working hard at it and overcoming various obstacles. Like we've had to move their practice around a little bit because we had some
heating issues.
Yeah, we had some heating issues where we had a little pipe bust and their mats got wet. But those guys, Coach Knight and crew hasn't got discouraged. They just go wherever they got to go and they go work at it. So those guys are doing a good job too, and get a chance to pop in between the girls' game and check out a little wrestling. Give those guys a little look. They're doing a good job as well.
Well, awesome. Well, again, it's been a great contest. Not the outcome we looked for. Charlestown on top of the Lady Musketeers, 53-44. This is Victor Hainsmeyer, Sean Smith, signing off here from Charlestown High School. We'll be back in action tomorrow night against Clarksville. We will have that on the radio around 7 o'clock. Hope you guys have a great night. Be safe on the roads if they're still bad. Again, have a great night.
What a weekend for Blue basketball. They're the all-time leader in Big Ten titles. And they play right here all year long. You don't want to miss a single game of Boiler Bowl this season. What a weekend to be a Boilermaker. The true Boilermakers play here.
Like a woman.